32 Ways to Be a Champion in Business, written by Irvin Magic Johnson, who played during the Showtime days with the Los Angeles Lakers in the 1980s, whose greatest successes, according to him, was once he left basketball and went into business for himself. And he had some interest in Starbucks, 24-hour fitness, TGI Fridays, and other smaller ventures. Today we're going to talk about who killed Greenwood. Early in the 20th century, Tulsa was home to a vibrant, economically prospering community of blacks, whose Greenwood business district consisted of almost every kind of business, from groceries, clothing stores, gas stations, hotels, restaurants, to doctors, dentists, and lawyers. This commercial activity, along with some oil-rich land, generated wealth for many residents. In June 1921, sparked by an inaccurate and exaggerated newspaper account of an altercation between a black man and a white woman on an elevator, a white mob descended on Greenwood. They looted and set fires to stores and nearby homes. When the dust had settled, 300 people were dead, black and white. Over 4,000 blacks were homeless, and the entire business district was destroyed. The destruction of Tulsa's Greenwood section certainly rates high on any list of horror stories. Yet the part of the story that no one sends us clippings about is the part truly worth celebrating. Not only did blacks rebuild the homes that had been destroyed, but by 1923, the Greenwood business district was on its way to becoming even bigger than it was before the riot. Historian John Sibley Butler, in Entrepreneurship and Self-Help Among Black American writes, mostly because of self-help and the pooling of money for the capitalization of business enterprises, Tulsa's blacks outdid themselves in their determination to overcome the tragedy. So what finally happened to this commercial gem? The same thing that happened to viable black communities everywhere. Blacks themselves abandoned it. Interesting. Butler writes, in the late 1950s and early 1960s, the enterprises of the once proud district began to suffer because blacks won the right to spend their money freely anywhere in Tulsa. That sounds like about the same time we got affirmative action and the Civil Rights Bill passed, huh? The loss of a consumer base, which also spelled a loss of capital, and the later intrusion of urban renewal in the 1960s, effectively put an end to the blossoming renewal. One could say that Greenwood died two deaths, one at the hands of envious whites and the second hands of indifferent blacks. Through the dollars, blacks became instrumental in increasing the prosperity and wealth of other parts of the city while neglecting their own. Man, through their dollars. And we're still doing that today. Throughout the country, this became the pattern in one town and city after another. It is this scenario that did more to slow down black economic progress than any wicked deeds dreamed up by the Klan. Did you hear that? It is this scenario that did more to slow down black economic progress than any wicked deeds dreamed up by the Klan. We're our own worst enemies, folks. Although no white mobs ever torched the successful black financial centers of Durham or Portsmouth, Virginia, or Memphis or Birmingham, these cities suffered the same fate as Tulsa. With the clamor for integration, money seems to cease to circulate in black communities, which guarantees swift and sure economic decline.